All right, next question from Mike Dinan, Reds Army's own Mike Dinan, who asks, Isaiah started the past 2 games. Did that influence your opinion for him to start or not start in the regular season? You're up, Jay.
No, I don't think he should start in the regular season. I mean, he's going to play around the same amount of minutes he played last year. And after seeing what he did last year coming off the bench, why would you ever want to start him? Like, I get that he's the best player on the team. Like, intuitively, people want the best player on the team to start. Like, if you're going to maximize his minutes, play him the way you did last year with not necessarily small lineups, but floor spacing lineups that give him all the space he needs. I think we saw it against the Knicks last night. When he was out there with Amir Johnson and David Lee, when he didn't have those floor spacers, it hurt him. And I didn't think he had enough space last night with that lineup. I think if you play him with the bench, with Kelly Olynyk, Jonas Jerebko, Jay Crowder when he's playing smaller, a lot of those guys, Amir Johnson too, when he's with more shooters, then it makes sense. I think you got to maximize his minutes, and I think the best way to do it is off the bench. And that way he doesn't have to guard the top point guards all the time too. Because he's not a great defender, and he tries like heck defensively, which I'll give him credit for, but he just has the size deficiencies that hurt him, especially against a top point guard. So if you can play him on the bench against benches and just have him kill people like he did last year, I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'd like him as a sub. I think he's a great 6th Man of the Year candidate, and he'll continue to be that. People, again, like you said, there's this instinctive desire to have a guy who plays that well start, but this is such a point guard heavy league that there are a lot of point guards out there and a lot of big point guards, and you don't even have to be that big to be bigger than Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. So, it's just what it is. I mean, he is limited against size, and you don't want him being limited. You want him to take advantage of situations. He's so good when he has those opportunities. Like, he can take advantage of the space, but he's not good enough to create in any situation. Yeah. That next level of star is the star who can create no matter who's guarding him. That's the top of the food chain in the NBA. But Isaiah Thomas is a star player, but he's not the superstar player. Yeah. He's a star player who has limitations, and for the Celtics to get the most that they can out of Isaiah Thomas, I agree with you, is to put him in those situations, space the floor, and let him really take advantage of that. Otherwise, I think you're wasting minutes with him, and I don't think he's going to play 40 minutes a game. I think if he is at 30, you're going to get like the max. That's your max peak Isaiah Thomas for the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be in the game when the game's on the line, no matter what. He's going to be in there for the fourth quarter, most of the fourth quarter. So we can have this debate as much as we want, but he's going to play, and he's going to play a lot, and he's going to play well. And I think to maximize his minutes, you bring him off the bench.
And we just talked about it. We talked about the finishing lineup.
Yeah.
He's clearly one of your finishers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the important thing. And for some reason, bringing him in for the first 8 minutes of a basketball game seems important.